We are live, 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 live. We are live.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's college broadcast of 3C2A football. Tonight, the visiting 4-3 Bakersfield Renegades make the trip down the 5 to the 405 to take on the 4-3 Vikings of Long Beach City College. Hello, everybody. I'm Emery Johnson alongside Mike Cepeda, and we are ready to get things underway here at Veterans Memorial Stadium here in Long Beach. Mike, you made the great trip up from Palomar College where you had a broadcast earlier today, and we have another really important game to determine how things shake up in the 3CUA, more importantly, the SCFA. How do you picture things going here for Bakersfield as they have the really long drive down all the way to Long Beach and visiting a Long Beach team that has been very, very difficult to beat, and a lot of teams have had a hard time figuring out this season?
Yeah, Long Beach, absolute studs, a lot of athletes, a lot of players. Sometimes cohesiveness can be an issue, but Bakersfield undefeated in the North, and they are poised for a potential postseason run here as kickoff is away.
Yeah, kickoff has started the game. We are underway here at Veteran Memorial Stadium. Returning that football was Kyle Miller, and the Long Beach City College Vikings will get started with the football. Bakersfield deferred for the second half. They won the coin toss, and Long Beach will get things going as they have their offense out onto the field. Leading the charge here for the Long Beach Vikings is Keanu Caldwell. He's been the man under the helm basically the entire season. Mike, you've had the pleasure of calling a couple of his games. What do you think a couple major points will be for him to get things moving for the Vikings offense this season?
Well, he's got to take care of the football, and I believe it's their other QB, and this is a right on the money, in stride completion over the middle.
Yeah, just completion over the middle to Trennell Ridgely, and he has a first down right up to midfield, and they are in no man's land as Long Beach gets things started quickly. Bakersfield has upset a couple teams already this season, mainly in Ventura and College of the Canyons. Handoff directly up the middle, looking for that C gap there from the offensive line, and the Bakersfield defensive line able to quickly get things going. Ball carrier was Jonathan Watson. Yeah, Mike, you were saying that
14 is the starting quarterback today.
So Will Madonna.
Madonna
in the empty set. He'll have three receivers to his right, almost gets the defensive line to jump off sides. Looking left, fires left, finds a receiver there on the outside. And they'll have a nice little gain, catch by Ashun Brown. So third down coming up, and it looks like third down and short. Mark at third down and 4. Definitely manageable and potentially 4-down territory here for the Vikings. He has a back beside him. Madonna out of the gun again. Trying to catch that defense off guard, and it looks like they're trying to time him up. You have the linebackers playing a little bit off. They're not really showing any pressure yet. Two safeties deep, and it looks like they're going to be playing some sort of zone coverage as the linebackers are not totally jumping in yet. They're trying to see what the running back will do. Linebackers stay back. Madonna looking to throw, has time to throw, and he finds a receiver, but he drops the football. And fourth down coming quick. We'll see what the Vikings decide to do here on fourth down. And it looks like changing of the guard, different personnel coming out on the field, and we'll have the punting unit come out for the first time of the night, and the Long Beach Vikings will be changing possession here momentarily. Mario De La Torre punts the football away. Bakersfield choosing the fair catch. Making the fair catch was Christopher Thompson of Bakersfield College. So the first possession for the Long Beach Vikings ends up being a punt after the first down. They had a really good catch there, but other than that, their offense kind of stumbled a little bit after a couple quick plays. I will try to keep you updated with time and downs soon, but we are going to have to radio call this as best we can. On the other hand, Bakersfield, Joseph Campbell, he's been running most of things here for Bakersfield this season as well. Hands it off on first down, and the defense of Long Beach starting things off strong as they usually do. Strong force from Long Beach, and that tackle was no exception. And I believe it was Tyrell Vivalo making the tackle there. A loss of yards on the play. Bakersfield will go 2nd and 11 here from the 19-yard line. Campbell, empty set, fires near side and an incomplete pass. It was just 1 yard forward, avoiding the pressure. And that was actually Enzo Teyu. They're coming to make the tackle for loss on the first play of this series. Bakersfield quickly in a hole here as they have 3rd and 11 coming up. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Gets the free play. Campbell, time to throw. Fires near side, and this ball is almost intercepted, but the free play obviously will remove that. They get the 5-yard penalty, and that will be assessed a replay of a 3rd down, bringing the football up to what we would say is the 23, make it 24-yard line. So third down and now manageable, 3rd and 6 coming up from the 24. Bakersfield given a little bit of a reprieve. 3rd down situation once again. Has his back beside him. Campbell throwing here on 3rd down. Finds his receiver on the outside, and I don't know if it was enough yardage. And that was Jamal Thompson with the reception. You see the offense still out there, so that must have been a 1st down. Nope, check that. That's the punting unit coming back out on the field.
Pretty good response defensively here from Long Beach City.
Long Beach able to turn the field around again. Close one on the punt there, but able to get it away freely. This ball lands dangerously close to a Long Beach player standing there. It looks like Jonathan Watson was almost in the way, but he's able to get away. No problem. And the Vikings will get their 2nd offensive possession going here soon. Mike, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Em. I'm getting our scoreboard situated.
Oh, beautiful. Well, we'll have that going. Obviously, rushing to get things done. But no problem. We are happy to bring the radio call to you as soon as possible. Mike, can you give me an update on the time on the clock?
11:47 remaining here in the first quarter. 1st and 10, Vikings with the ball left to right.
All right. Well, there you go. And let's see. It looks like Madonna is still in the game here for the Vikings. And he is. Hands it off here. No, he doesn't. Checks it. Throws it all, along the flat there to the left side. And that is a completed pass to Terrell Ridgely.
Yeah, it looks like Ridgely.
Yep. Ridgely able to get a nice little gain of 3 yards. He was almost caught in the backfield, but able to work it out. Made a nice little move there. And there we go. Scoreboard is up.
All right.
Madonna out of the gun. Fakes a handoff, throws again across on that bubble screen there.
Ball's
and that
out.
football is stripped out, and I don't know if that was actually picked up in time. The referees did not blow the whistle. That football might have been recovered by Bakersfield. And I'm not entirely sure. Nobody is whistling yet, but we had a perfect angle of it there on the ground. And he throws over to Ashun Brown. Brown trying to make a move, and
yeah, it came out.
I think the moment that it came out, but the moment that he started moving backwards, the referee actually should have called a whistle. So I don't know if that's just a no call that ended up being given in the favor, because the forward progress was stopped, and the moment that stops, usually the referee is going to call a whistle. Shotgun snap again. Madonna flushed out, running near side, throwing on the run, trying to find an open receiver, and he doesn't. The man in the area appeared to be Andre Dimbit, but he was not able to make the reception. It was thrown out of bounds. Dimbiti, should I say. Punting unit out here, and it's another punt as these defenses are proving difficult to figure out for both teams. 2nd punt here for the Vikings, and they will put it away to Bakersfield.
Defensive battle early on.
Whistles early. And a false start. And a loss of 5 yards. And I think it's Jaron Lincoln punting the football away from roughly his own 20-yard line. Drifting back and attempting to catch the football and make a move was going to be Christopher Thompson, but he's hit and stopped immediately after catching the football. And what a great job from the special teams unit of Long Beach. That's a great response, pinning the Renegades deep in their own field. And that's exactly how you stop a return from happening. Great effort from Long Beach in the punting game. So Joseph Campbell back out on the field in the pistol formation. He's got trips receivers to his left, one to his right. Out of the gun. Handles the snap, takes a clap, and throws it. It's going to be another designed bubble screen, and he was just not able to get his hands on it. And that's their number one receiver on the team on the season. His name is Jihad Marks. He's got 31 receptions, and it averages about 5.5 yards per reception. So kind of something that you would not expect for him to drop the football on a design bubble screen, but defense of Long Beach really doing a good job of making penetration early and just getting to him and breaking up the pass. Split backs here for Campbell. He's going to have 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Fakes a handoff and throws across the flat, and he's got John Marks. This is how they kind of run their offenses from the backfield forward. That's how they did it against College of the Canyons. We had the pleasure of being able to do that broadcast as well and watch Bakersfield work. So Mark's able to work out another first down. You can tell why he has an average of 5.2 yards every single time he catches the football. Everything seems to be well designed, and they're really into this screen game. Tight end kind of moving around. Campbell hands the football off here on first down, and it appears to be Jaron Amos as the ball carrier. We'll see what his number is as he stands up. No, check that. That's Jordan Norwood. So Norwood with the carry, able to get a couple yards out of it. So empty set here for Campbell. 2nd down and 8 coming up. He's got 3 receivers, and it's going to be another design screen to Marks. Marks working his way near side, and he's going to be hit and dropped just around the 46-yard line of the Vikings. And Bakersfield has their first set of first downs in this football game. Second possession going much better for Bakersfield this time around. Heavy offensive line this time. Campbell has a man in motion. Chooses to just toss it. And that's Caden Harris working his way inside, and he's going to have another big group of chunk yards in Bakersfield. The sideline getting a little bit excited about these plays. They're running their offense again from the backfield. You just kind of watch them do misdirections, and it's up to the defense and the linebackers to kind of pick up who's moving around, but you can't get too distracted with that type of stuff. However, Bakersfield marching down the field. So 2nd down and 2 coming up here. Out of the pistol formation, stacked receivers on both sides. Campbell trying to catch the defense off guard. Does not do that. Norwood diving forward, and you might have enough for a first down.
It's a heady play by Campbell, and I really like his cadence early on. You see he's trying to take advantage of an overzealous defensive front. You see them trying to shoot the gap early, and he's induced a couple of encroachment calls and gotten a couple of free plays, and that's going to put the defense on their heels, and they'll be able to assert themselves in the run game later on.
If you can take the linebackers out of the game just by doing that and keeping them from trying to jump the line, it's definitely going to be beneficial for your offensive planning. Long pass attempt, no good, out to the far sideline, and that was just a little bit of a post-out route towards the edge of the field. Campbell rolling out. You can tell it was designed, intended for, well, it looks like Dellin Leach.
Yeah, just
yep, number 86, Daylon.
Couldn't drop it in the red basket, so.
From the 35-yard line, they are close to what you would call as field goal range. Tristan Skinner has a long of 33 on the season, so a little bit farther to go if they want to kick the 3 points. If not, they have a little bit of work. This handoff to Jordan Norwood. Norwood going nowhere. He hits the line, maybe gets a couple yards out of it. And check that. That's not Norwood. That is Antonio Robinson, 22. Antonio Robinson, 20 carries for 118 yards on the season. He averages 5.5 yards, and he has 2 touchdowns. So a little bit of a change of pace back, just getting an opportunity to run the football here as they sort out how they want to run their offense on the rest of this drive. I believe 3rd and 8 coming up. Campbell out of the gun. Throws to his running back who came out of that backfield, and that's, again, what we've been talking about. Antonio Robinson not able to get his hands on the football, fourth down coming up, and we'll see exactly what Bakersfield wants to do here. Which personnel makes their way out on the field? And this might be one of those situations where the offense stays out, and it is. Campbell's going to try and go for it here on fourth down. And he gets the false start. He's going to get the offsides penalty. Free play here coming towards the edge, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended pass for Jahad Marks, but he is unable to make the catch there on the edge. But the free play coming, as you saw Long Beach jump offsides and them snap the football. So you'll get an offsides penalty. Free play, there'll be 5 yards. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, from this angle, I'm not going to be able to tell you what the line to gain is. However, we'll do our best to make the accurate call of personnel. Campbell is going to be in the pistol. He has Jordan Norwood directly behind him. Puts a man in motion. Handles the shotgun snap. Looking to throw left. He does. Running towards the end zone. He's definitely going to have enough yardage for first down here. And that was Dalen Leach, now number 86. That's exactly who it was who made the reception. Campbell out of the pistol again. Trying to get Long Beach to jump offside again. They're really doing their best to try and time this out. Handoff. Diving towards the middle. And able to get a couple yards is Jordan Norwood. Jaron Amos checks into the game at running back. Campbell out of the gun. He's going to have Amos to the side of him. Hands it off to Amos. Amos up the middle. He's got to be hit at the line, maybe for a couple yards. It'll be check that second and goal from the 7-yard line. Bakersfield deep into the red zone now on their second possession. Trying to turn it into positive yards.
Yeah, the Renegades really taking the air out of the football here. I'm trying to make a statement with this drive.
4 receivers out, running, throwing into the flat. Incomplete pass, and he was looking at Jahad Marks. Trying to punch it in. Incomplete pass will bring up third down. Stopping the clock around 4:12. Heavy offensive line personnel. Check that. It's fourth down. They're going to go for the field goal. This is well within the capability of Tristan Skinner. For the 24-yard try. Here comes the kick.
It's good.
Up and good. So 3 points on the board. Bakersfield able to convert into a field goal on their second drive of the game. You're watching SoCal College Sports coverage of Long Beach City College football on SoCal College Sports. All right. Well, second possession time was most of the first quarter, and the Long Beach Vikings will get ready to go after a decent return back up to the 26-yard line. Trying to get a name on the returner for you guys. Third offensive possession coming up for the Vikings.
Beautiful evening for football here from Long Beach City College Veterans Memorial.
So from the 26-yard line, Madonna will be under the gun. Have an extra blocker in on the offensive line. Handoff here on first down. Fighting through the coverage and fumbling the football. He made a move through the second line of coverage, but finally dropped it, and this is picked up by Bakersfield on another turnover. And that is not how you want things to go.
Man. Just, I don't know if he had it cleanly out of the handoff.
It seemed like he had it a little bit high in his chest, and I think that was Jonathan Watson carrying the football. And not to tie anything to a game that is irrelevant to the fans listening online here, but the AVC versus Santa Barbara game had a similar storyline where Antelope Valley was they fumbled the football 3 times in the first 5 possessions of the game, and you can't win a football game like that, and that's these turnovers that you can absolutely prevent. Meanwhile, Joseph Campbell passes the football here on first down. Making a move and running out of the backfield was Antonio Robinson, who we were just talking about earlier. Well, that is an unfortunate way for the Vikings to give up the football on their third drive. Certainly not the way they wanted things to start off on the first play of the series.
No.
And this not only was a big turnover, but it just dropped the football kind of on the doorstep for Bakersfield as they are right within striking distance once again. Campbell out of the gun has an extra man into block, does not hand it off to the running back. He evades, runs near side, looking to throw downfield. He might have an open man, but it's thrown out of bounds as the defender was pushed out of bounds, but he didn't have enough time to accurately throw the football. Watch the defensive line kind of break this thing up and force him away.
That's terrific pursuit there by the defense of Long Beach City.
Dominique Diamato was the intended receiver there in the corner, but hard to say that football was actually thrown at him. Campbell, again, doing his best job to try and get that defensive line to hop off sides. They've done it twice now tonight, but they were not fooled this time. Extra blocker in with the tight end. He has his running back directly behind him in the pistol formation. Chooses to hand it off here on second down. In pursuit and tackled behind the line of scrimmage was the running back, Jordan Norwood, and a great job of penetration here from the defensive line. And I believe that was number 80.
Sorry there, Emery.
Mario De La Torre on the defensive line coming and making a huge tackle there. So a massive fourth down here and a huge third down stop as they're going to choose to punt it where the punter is standing roughly on his own 50-yard line trying to pin the Vikings deep. The Vikings able to stop them here. A huge stop on defense, given that they had just fumbled the football away well in their own territory. And we're going to have a whistle as I believe it's
going to be delay
of game penalty. Yeah.
Delay of game. That's intentional. And I think Bakersfield wants a little bit more room for their punter.
Punt away cleanly, not looking for a fair catch at all, and this ball is going to roll into the end zone, touchback. So the Vikings will start at the 25, and we'll see the fourth offensive possession of the Vikings here in just a moment. But just to kind of recap everybody here, we've had 3 possessions by Bakersfield, 4 now. This will be the 4th possession of Long Beach. Long Beach started with the football. It was punt, fumble for Long Beach. And that fumble just put the football in a very dangerous territory for the Bakersfield Renegades to have it. However, they were not able to convert any points. Aside from the field goal from 24 yards on the second possession of the game, Bakersfield not able to do anything. So it's a punt on their third possession, and we get ready for the fourth here as Madonna fakes the handoff, rolls far side, and he's going to choose to keep it. He's going to have a first down and more, down to the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds right at the 35 in a huge play to start things off. Madonna changing the pace up a little bit, saying, I'm not going to drop the football. Let's run it down the side of the field myself.
That's a great fake from Madonna to his back. Fools everybody. Didn't fool Angelo Sillies, our camera operator on the field. Fantastic job on that shot.
Yes. Beautiful misdirection. Hands it off here on first down. And a nice little run, and he is touched down. We'll say he's touched down around the 39-yard line.
Nelson on the stop.
Having a hard time picking up which number is standing. Now almost gets a false start there. We'll see. Check that, not false start, but neutral zone infraction. Madonna going to choose to keep it. He's hit out of bounds.
That's terrific pursuit there by Jalen Corprew. Corprew, sophomore linebacker from Raleigh, North Carolina, Green Hope High School. And he prevents Madonna from picking up a first down. And now an opportunity here for both teams. Bakersfield needs to get off the field, see if they can get some more offensive rhythm. Long Beach, well, they need to keep this drive alive and keep their defense off the field.
Long Beach's defense doing huge work in the last possession for Bakersfield. Here they go. They have the right personnel on the field. Long Beach ready to get things going. It's a 3rd and 3 coming up here. Line to gain will be roughly the 45-yard line of the Vikings. I formation, and you have a whistle. Do we have a flag out on the field? And it's going to be a timeout called by the Vikings. Timeout called by the Vikings. And we're going to take a quick break ourselves. We'll see you guys in just a few moments. You're watching SoCal College Sports coverage of Viking football. So a big 3rd down coming here for the Vikings. 3rd and 3 line to gain will be the 45. Madonna had I formation before the timeout, but they've split out to 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Handoff here on 3rd down, and driving forward and getting the yards that are necessary, Jonathan Watson, who just fumbled the football earlier, able to grab the first down all the way up to the 47-yard line.
That's a huge play, and Watson finds a hole and able to push forward for the first on 3rd and 3 and set up a new set of downs here for the Vikings.
And I believe it's the second quarter now.
Yeah, that's the end of the first, and they'll flip the field. They won't go very far because they're at midfield.
No.
So that helps.
Yeah. From the 47
nice.
to the 47. Yeah. Not a long walk. You know, hey, for those offensive linemen, you know, I can feel for them a little bit. You have to drive the whole time against these defensive linemen who are trying to rip your face off the whole game.
Well, you have to get your steps in too. So, yeah.
Well, that's true. Look at that big offensive line for Long Beach.
It's a big hosses for sure.
That is an impressive offensive line. Oh yeah. Just another reason to talk good about the junior college level here in California. I mean, you just have so much talent across the board, and a lot of these guys getting opportunities that they otherwise, you know, would have not had. Regardless, back to the game. Madonna, little shovel pass forward, and he's able to hit his running back from the backfield. I think that's Watson once again, and it is. So he kind of made a move inside and then decided to run to the left of the line where he was completely unblocked. He got a nice little 4-yard gain out of it in second and 6 as they make their way into Renegade territory on the 49-yard line. Just past no man's land in the midfield. Trips receivers to the right, one to the left. Madonna calls off the motion. Hands the football again. And I believe it was Watson diving forward for maybe 1 or 2 yards again. Third down coming up, and whatever it is, it's third down and roughly short.
Watson listed as a wide receiver, very shifty, but man, he's powerful. In the Percy Harvin mode, Debo Samuel, if you will, I'm sure more current of a reference.
Just a little bit of a clerical thing. Fitty Moe loses his helmet on the last play, and he's going to have to come out for one play. So the offensive line is down one of their offensive tackles. Empty set here for Madonna. Madonna throws low, and I believe he makes the catch. We probably have a good angle here on the side, and they're going to call complete pass.
Just missed it.
Not exactly how you design it, but that was a good pass nonetheless. Long Beach finally getting in a little bit of a rhythm like you had said, Mike. And it's just all about kind of finding that offensive rhythm as we see a whole bunch of personnel change on the field.
Well, yeah. So they overturned it. It's fourth down, 4th and 3.
Incomplete.
4th and 3. We'll get the scoreboard here updated for you. There we go.
Hoping to pin the Renegades deep in their own territory.
No fair
catch called. Making a run for it is Christopher Thompson. Thompson down along the near side, and he's got a lot of room in front of him, down to the 40, down to the 30, and there's a flag in the backfield, most likely for a hold or a block in the back. So Thompson is going to run roughly untouched into the end zone, but I don't think that's going to last very long.
I don't think so either.
Flags like these usually represent a holding or a block in the back, and you're going to see it right there on the edge of your screen to the right. You see a Long Beach player go flying out of the screen. That's
a pretty clear call there on the replay. So this one coming back can be a spot foul, but still pretty good starting field position for the offense in Bakersfield.
The question is, why did he end up untouched through the second level of return coverage? And the main guy who was about to hit him just got completely tossed out of the way.
It looked like a situation where, the return game was going to signal for a fair catch, but I think everybody assumed for Long Beach that it was going to be a fair catch, and it wasn't, and he just raced into the end zone. Luckily, a flag on the field, so it bails out the Vikings.
Campbell out of the gun, hands it off on first down. Getting hit and moving after contact was Jordan Norwood, and he's able to dive forward for a couple more yards, or at least stay on his feet. So second, and we'll see what they give them. 2nd and 8 coming up. Campbell out of the gun. Throwing here on 2nd down. And tries to dump it off to his running back, Jordan Norwood, who came out of the backfield, but that pass is incomplete. Big 3rd and 8 coming here, and the defense for Long Beach asked to do something spectacular again. Better watch and see if you're not offsides there down at the bottom of the screen.
You see Campbell trying to utilize that hard count.
Campbell under pressure and pursued and sacked back behind the line of scrimmage, and that was a huge defensive play by number 88, Talon Cooper. Watch him just blow up the offensive line here and come flying through.
That straight speed around the edge and then up the gut.
And that's
Long
just
Beach.
a massive defensive unit play.
It is.
Punt away and returning the football looks to be Trinell Ridgely. Ridgely working his way towards the far side, staying in bounds for a little bit and all the way. Yeah, that's a late hit, and I don't know where the flag is. But all the way up to the 45. Good return here for the Vikings to get things started on their now 5th offensive possession.
I mean, the referee's right there, clearly already out, and then gets a nudge from number 50, Bakersfield. So I think the Renegades get away with one there. Luis Alvarez would have been flagged, but as it stands, 45-yard lines, Vikings take over, and Madonna and company will go to work.
So the 4th offensive possession for the Bakersfield ends up being a punt. It's been relatively back and forth all night as we have gotten things going here in the first half. Fakes a handoff. Madonna throwing.
What a catch.
Beautiful catch. Right over the middle. That was Kyle Miller. Able to put it well into Renegade territory up to the 35.
See him just lay out here. Madonna a little high over the middle, but nobody there. What a play. Some serious mitts on that one. Back to live action.
Madonna out of the gun, hands it off this time. And that's going to be Jonathan Watson continuing to work as he does.
Watson on the carry. Is he
I
going to
don't
have
think
the first
Watson.
down? I don't think he got there. It's going to be short.
I don't think he did. Definitely 1 yard shy.
Yeah, 3rd and inches here. And I
this
wonder
is
if this is the
definitely
place in the
four-down
field.
territory.
Yeah, oh, for sure. And I wonder if this is one where you maybe take a shot right here. Maybe target Ridgely.
You'll be able to tell just by watching the secondary early on once the football is snapped here. They're going to be in the I formation, so this could be an opportunity to maybe get an extra blocker in and choose to fake the throw, fake the handoff. They do not, and they dive for the first down, and he still does not get there. That was Watson on the carry as he was kind of bouncing off tacklers and trying to get to the 4th down or get to the first down line.
Look at the pursuit here and the penetration of the defensive front.
Mike, I think you might have been correct on your assessment. They might have been well served to actually try and to throw that football and put both of your guys into coverage.
Yeah,
they're going to choose to kick the football. Yeah, and they're going to choose to kick the football here. They have Mario De La Torre. His long on the season is a 50-yard field goal. That ball is up and good. Excellent job by Mario De La Torre, as he is 88% on the season, 7 for 8, and now make it 8 for 9. So almost 90% on the season, as that percentage will go up. In fact, it might be. I think it's 92%.
Let's go back to that play here. I think they had an opportunity. They were one-on-one on the outside, and they elected to go power, and they got outpowered. Bakersfield denies them.
I think the Bakersfield secondary was well reading that, and Mike, to your point, I think had they dropped both of the backs into cover or just into blocking, that would have given an opportunity for maybe a tight end or somebody else to come and blast through the defensive line and just get open right over the top. AVC did that a couple times today where they set up plays where they would give the same look twice, and on the second time they would actually run a pass play right over the top of the defensive line when Santa Barbara would come in and try to send 2 linebackers in on a blitz. It was a perfect execution twice. Unfortunately, they weren't able to do it enough times to win the football game, but regardless, I'm not trying to tell the coaches how to do their thing, but just a little point. I think that was a really good call on your end, Mike.
Thanks.
Yeah. So, where are we at now? 5th possession of the game for Long Beach turns into a field goal, and that ties the football game. I didn't catch for how many yards, but regardless, we'll have Bakersfield get their 5th possession of the game. They kicked off first, so they'll receive the football in the second half. 9:42 left to go here as the first play.
Yeah, that's a flag.
Makes it just past the 25-yard line, but that's going to be,
just ill-advised. Easy. I mean, what are you doing?
You kind of have to be a little bit smarter than that.
I mean, he's already out of bounds, and he's going to flip him.
Yeah, no need to pursue the tackle after
that's a free 15. And you see the referee and the zebra just come in, and I don't even know what the argument's about. That's just a terrible play. And you can expect Coach Peabody to have an earful for that player come halftime.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that loses you football games in small ways.
Yeah, and this is a
plays that can add up.
It's a division matchup. National Northern Division. This is a team unbeaten in divisional play.
Yeah. Well, Long Beach 1-1 in conference, Bakersfield 2-0, and Bakersfield, honestly, with an opportunity to go into the playoffs here for the SCFA.
Yeah.
So, very important to make sure that you can do your best to even that record and give yourself a shot to not have to be a wild card coming out of the South, but actually be one of the leaders. I mean, Mike, you know as well as I do from the South. You have a lot of teams who are kind of in that conversation of should be going to the playoffs, but there's so much movement going on in that part of the SCFA. It's hard to say who is going to be the dominant force coming through.
Agreed.
Out of the pistol formation, Campbell has 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and running back directly behind him. That's Jordan Norwood. Hands the football off. Check that. That's not Norwood. That's Amos, and Amos making a great move and running up towards the 50, and he will be close to a first down, if not with a first down.
He needs the 50. I don't know where they're going to spot it here. Yeah, it's on the 50. This should
That's
move
a bad
the chains.
spot, in my opinion. I thought so. It should move the chains based on the spot. I thought he made it to the 49. However, Bakersfield moving the chains, moving the football, and they'll get things going with 8:22 left on the clock.
Shout out to Bob Hirsch, faculty advisor for LBCC Viking Productions.
Pistol formation with the tight end in, and it's a direct handoff with the extra blocker. Amos just driving forward. He's not stopping. Amos moving towards the first down marker, and he's going to have 8, maybe 9 yards. We're going to have the judge coming in, and it looks like he's got 8 yards out of that on first down. I mean, that's something that
that's a statement run for sure.
Yeah, well, you see him backpedaling, pushing into the linebacker. I mean, that's just an incredible push forward. He's going to come off the field. I'll have a second back come in. It might be an empty set here for the Renegades, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. No, they're going to have a different running back in.
It's a big boy.
And check that. I've been calling that Amos. That was Antonio Robinson. This is Jaron Amos finally back into the game. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out near side and had a nice little rollout to Jaden Smith. Had he gotten it to him, that would have been a really well-designed play for a first down.
Jason Jones had a beat on it. And let's see if we can take a look at the replay here because Jones nearly jumped the route. A pretty good look at field level here. And Jones right
really
there.
did. He was right on that. And you know what's funny is I believe that was something they were trying to set up.
Agreed.
So thus far with their formations. They had that tight end kind of in there on a block assignment most of this first half, and that's going to be ran right into a pile, and that's not going to be a first down. No. Jaron Amos hits a wall, and the defensive line of Long Beach able to hold strong here. in a big third down situation.
Yeah, Amos gets stood up in a big way, and that's a big statement from this Long Beach City College defensive front. Punting unit's going to come on, but this part of the field, you have to be wary. We saw a fake punt earlier today from Cerritos at Palomar. Worked out beautifully. Elijah Dolphin.
And it looks like an interesting formation here. The personnel is kind of mixed around. Nobody seems to be right in this correct positioning. So you might be right, Mike. For now, punt
Long
is
Beach
away.
was ready for it. I think that might be a situation that's going to go into the end zone here. That to me is a situation, might be a read. If they're ready for it, then we're going to kick. But if you see some type of opening, might take advantage there. So Long Beach will get it back. It's a touchback.
Yeah, definitely an option there. Mike, how did the game down south? Now, Palomar been one of those teams also kind of in that conversation. They lost to Riverside last week. This week they played against Cerritos. How did that game turn out for the 3C2A and the SCFA picture?
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, Riverside really put the leather on them. At Palomar, we had that game last week to get a win versus Chaffee and kind of right the ship. But today, they're neck and neck with Cerritos. As Madonna completes to the far side, looks like it's Ridgely. But going back to today's earlier matchup, it's 7-all at half, third quarter. Cerritos relinquishes the lead. It's 10-7, and then plays of 90, 92, and 74. And there was 3 quick strike plays that really allowed Cerritos to just run away with it, and all of that came at the end of the last 5 minutes of the third quarter. It's just crazy.
Well, that catches us up with what's going on in that division. Cerritos, obviously, the hot team there in the central part of Los Angeles. I can't exactly remember right now. I believe it's the Central Division.
The National Central. So right now, Cerritos is undefeated in conference play. It's going to set up a couple of matchups. I mean, just absolute murderer's row down the stretch. They can get Mount Sac and the top team in the state, if not the nation, at the JUCO level in Riverside.
Right. Now, this is a big battle here for the SCFA North. Another pass along the outside, and that was coming from the backfield. Ashun Brown was just not able to get much out of it. 1 yard as he was hit right as he passed the line of scrimmage after catching the ball.
Brown, nothing there. Miller with the reception on the play prior to that. It's going to set up 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. They'll give him one. Call it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, 2nd and 9 coming up. You have 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left there at the bottom of the screen. He's going to have his running back to his left, Madonna, checking the coverage. He still has time on the play clock for now. Reading the coverage as it stands. Looks like they're going to be in zone. Looking left, that's his first read. He's going to have a little bit of time to throw. Throws over the middle and almost caught. Out of the diving hands of Ridgely, yeah.
Wow. A pretty good look of it here, and
he's going to want that one back as he was just a tad late on his release towards the football. See, he makes that nice little move. You watch him at the beginning of that replay. You see him kind of plant with that right foot and push off. And he kind of streaked up the field when he should have streaked across the field.
I think it was a square in. He was running a post, should have been a square in, and I thought Madonna put it in a position for him to make a play.
Yeah, that square in would have definitely put the football right into his hands as opposed to just out of reach. Throwing out of the backfield, trying to find some more space to run, but he is hit and dropped a great open space tackle. And Trinell Ridgely nowhere to go.
Actually, that looked like it was
I'll check that. That's Jonathan Watson. I'm sorry, yeah.
Watson denied. Here comes the punting unit as Vikings get to midfield, but they need 9 more.
Yeah, so the Vikings.
8 more, excuse me.
Yeah. Vikings on their 6th possession will now punt. This will give the football over for the 6th possession of the Bakersfield Renegades. 3-3 is the scoreline. That's how we get here. And almost tipped right there off of the punt. And this football is going to fall and take a nice bounce. And that was not a fair catch.
Nope.
So diving towards the football, I cannot understand for the life of me how that would make any logical sense. But Christopher Thompson.
This one nearly blocked here, Emery, and we'll go back to it.
Oh, look at the Gunners there on the side.
Yep.
Man, that was very close. Dylan Tooker was right there in the way. And then you watch this football land. Nobody touches it. And I think Christopher Thompson looked up and saw that no one was really paying attention, and that's why he dove on the football, seeing if he could get some extra yards out of it. Return was basically null and void, 27-yard line of the Renegades. They're going to have a split-back formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. No heavy offensive line here for the Renegades. Out of the gun, it's going to be Campbell. Campbell maybe trying to make Long Beach jump off sides. Just a long time to return the football, and this is going to be caught well behind the line of scrimmage. Antonio Robinson nowhere to go as he's tackled by a number of Vikings coming through. Talon Cooper being one of the men making the penetration there.
I mean, just nothing there, and that looked like maybe some miscommunication between the lineman and the running back. And credit to that defensive front for Long Beach City. They really got back there in a hurry. Massive tackle for loss. 2nd and 14 now after the 4-yard loss on the play.
They also didn't allow the uncovered running back to kind of screw them up. It's easy to kind of get a little confused when you make that penetration. All of a sudden you're going, why am I not blocked? You know, you can kind of almost second guess yourself. Am I covering the right guy? Campbell runs towards the near side, throws it out of bounds. And so that's going to bring up a quick 3rd down, and they might be 3 and out really quickly here for the Renegades.
Yeah, this is one heck of a statement here from this defensive unit. This line really getting after it now.
Yeah, and it seems like Long Beach is at least able to move the football a little bit. Bakersfield on the last couple drives has really not been able to move the football. Well, the last drive was a 3 and out, and the one previous was a 1st down and a 3 and out.
Well, you go back to the offense allowing the defense to get rested, high energy, and you see it paying dividends here as this unit is really getting after it.
Campbell out of the gun. He has 4 receivers out, and they're going to choose to hand it off here on 3rd and 14. And what are they thinking? Bakersfield. Huge miscue here, and that's just going to get it up at maybe 4 or 5 yards as Jordan Norwood basically went nowhere.
Look at the penetration here. I mean, they are in the backfield. They wrap up, and really nothing doing there. So,
yeah, Corey Martin making his way through. There's going to be a couple names of note. Corey Martin, Jamarlo Campbell. Those 2 guys were primarily in the way, and Campbell was the one who made the catch. This takes a Vikings bounce up to the 30-yard line, so the Vikings will get the football just 5 yards past what a touchback would give them, and we'll get going on their 7th drive of the football game.
Well, Emery, we certainly appreciate you being on for the first half of tonight's game. I know you have the game earlier today. How did your game go, AVC and Santa Barbara?
So, AVC Santa Barbara, that's a big matchup here in the American Pacific Division. Santa Barbara 6-1 on the season, and AVC kind of making a resurgence on the season. They're 4-3, and this is their first I would say really tough test of their conference play. And the scoreline didn't really reflect what was the full story. Little misdirection fake handoff throw out of the backfield here, and a nice run and catch for 4 yards. And I believe from the backfield that might have been Jonathan Watson, or was that Ridley?
No, that's Ridgely.
Ridgely
coming across the formation, and I do like that misdirection play. It's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards on the play. But, you get the ball into the hands of your playmakers, and Ridgely certainly fits the bill, considering the speed. And Madonna with a bit of a hard count to get a look at the defense, and he'll look back to the sideline. Coach Peabody going to call it in.
So final score of my game was 39-25. Santa Barbara walks away with it. However, both teams really actually gave each other a run for their money. Santa Barbara, for what it's worth, they have a 6-1 record, or now 7-1 record. However, I don't think that's the whole story. A lot of the teams that they've played against in the American Division have not really been tough asks for them. I believe that the Marauder schedule has really been a more difficult one than the Santa Barbara schedule. Yeah. And so this was the first real contest for Santa Barbara. They walk away with the win. I think AVC has been beat up a little bit over the season, but Santa Barbara really kind of struggling there. And then at the final kind of quarter of the game, in the 4th quarter, they were able to march down the field and score 2 touchdowns, and AVC was just really not able to convert on 4th downs. And they were doing a good job of driving down the field, but not completing and not totally finishing drives to make points. To make it worse, they were not able to kick extra points. They left over 5 points on the scoreboard or off the scoreboard in the extra point game. And not that 39-25 is affected by 5 singular points, but when you're chasing a team and it's very close all the way down to the end of the 3rd quarter, those points do matter, especially in the moral battle of the game. The Marauders, in the beginning of the 3rd quarter, actually took the lead 25-24, and then the Vaqueros of Santa Barbara were able to score 2 unanswered touchdowns. So that catches us up with what was going on in the Pacific Division today. That was a big game. Nonetheless, back to Viking football. Trips left, 1 right, and a throw that was low, and good coverage there, but almost making the diving catch. Looked to be number 9, Bryce Jones of the Vikings, as we go to 4th down, I believe.
4th and 6. Both teams' defensive units respond here late in the first half. And can Bakersfield maybe muster up some offense? They'll have an opportunity here as they will get possession of the ball. 90 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Yep.
Yeah, the final throwing moments of this first half, and this is sometimes where big mistakes can be made as teams might get lazy. Long Beach, though, not looking like they're lazy on defense at all tonight. Punt is up and away. The Renegades, calling for a fair catch, and that's the first one of tonight from Christopher Thompson as he'll take the football around the 31-yard line, and we'll get things going with the 6th offensive possession of the night for the Renegades. A lot of things going on around the SCFA. We have other coverage in Saugus tonight for College of the Canyons, or Canyon Country, as they say. That can also be found on SoCal College Sports.
17-7, ELAC down. COC looking to dispatch their northern foe. In fact, we have all of the North in play tonight here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Jeff Stoynoff with the call, Alan Hancock at Ventura.
Correct, yeah. That's probably a game to watch as well. Ventura and College of the Canyons, your 2 bigger names from the Northern Division. Bakersfield obviously well in the lead of this division right now with a 2-0 scoreline. But this is not very typical, actually, if you will, from the SCFA North. We're not used to this kind of shakeup as Bakersfield will choose to throw the football along the far sideline. Pass caught by Jaden Smith from Joseph Campbell. So 3rd and short coming up.
Yeah, right now it's 23-10. Ventura on top of the Bulldogs up in Ventura.
Not very often you get the entirety of a division covered in one weekend, but that's the magic.
We do our best, and credit to Randy Tutorp, Dean of Athletics here at Long Beach City. And Cal Stewart, the athletic director, setting us up for success.
Real delayed handoff here on the edge and a flag out, and it might be in the area of a hold. So for now, that was a first down run by Antonio Robinson. Watch this super delayed handoff. This is kind of cool from Joseph Campbell as he just holds onto the football, waits with the read option. He's going, is it for me? No, it's not. I'm going to hand it off and just really sell it to the defensive lineman.
Yeah,
and that actually allows him to set the edge.
Yep.
Yeah. So clear hold on the near side. And that is going to move the football backwards. That's not what Bakersfield wants in the final throwing moments of this first half.
No, and the penalty will stop the clock momentarily, 43 seconds. And considering where they're at on the field, you're going to expect Bakersfield to probably just sit on the football here and take it in a half. Yeah, this is a ball-hawking secondary. You don't want to get cute with it. Let's see what Campbell goes to work with.
3rd and 13. Long Beach with 10 interceptions on the season, so you're right, Mike. They're looking to intercept.
3rd and 8. Sorry, we had that mixed up on the scoreboard.
And Campbell really just has nowhere to go as he's swallowed up in the sack. Yeah, completed by the defensive line, and I believe running in was Corey Martin.
Yeah, then that'll do it. Yeah, Corey Martin, 6'1", 245, sophomore from Gardena Sarah High School. That'll do it for the first half. 3-all Vikings and the Renegades. You're watching SCFA football on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Start of the third quarter here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. SCFA football week 8, 3-all here from Veterans Memorial. It's been a defensive battle for both teams. No, stay there. Bakersfield will go to work here to start off the third quarter. No turnovers by either team in that first half. Well, no interceptions, I should say, and this is a fantastic run to get things started off for the Renegades. Jordan Norwood. Yeah, Long Beach did have the fumble that was lost. No interceptions, but there was the fumble. But it's 3-all. It's a first down for Norwood and the Renegades. This drive started off on the right foot. Campbell in the short shotgun, hands off Norwood again, and Norwood this time really going nowhere. He'll pick up a yard. Again, thank you to Emery Johnson pulling double duty as well as I. Earlier today, I had the game up at Palomar, or down at Palomar, I should say. Cerritos dispatching the Comets on the road. They moved to 3-0 in the National Central. We have all of the North here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Bakersfield, Long Beach, Ventura hosting Allen Hancock, and ELAC down at College of the Canyons. Canyons, one of those scary teams. That pass complete to the far side. Campbell hooks up. Jaden Smith, the tight end, big man, sophomore from Frontier High School up in Bakersfield. That is a chunk play that will move the chains for the Renegades up to the 38-yard line in Viking territory. And the Gades marching down the field. Stack formation, double wide receiver set on both ends. Norwood in the backfield to the left of Campbell. Campbell trying to induce a hard count here. Norwood over right end, see if he can get the edge, gets a block on the end, but not much doing there. Terrific pursuit by the defense. Like Andre Dembidi, or excuse me, Charles O'Neill on the outside making the stop. It's a gain. It's a long 6 and a short 4. 2nd and 4 here. Campbell trying to get a read. Long Beach maybe showing their hand just a little bit. Campbell with some time over the middle. Pass is complete. And that's Jihad Marks. So Marks on the reception. Another first down for the Renegades on the opening possession of the second half. Again, they go to that stack for wide receiver set. Campbell. A quick snap. Norwood going nowhere. Excuse me, that was Robinson on the carry. So 2nd and 9 now for the Gades. 2 wide to the right, split back set. Jerron Amos. Along with Robinson to the left of Campbell. Robinson. Not much doing there. Gets down to the 14-yard line. We'll call it maybe the 15 And we have a flag on the far side of the field. I wonder if this is going to be an offsetting penalty. See if we have it from the field camera here. At the end of the play, and this is going to be personal foul going against Long Beach, and Coach Peabody wants an explanation. Unfortunate set of events here. That's going to put the Renegades on the doorstep. First and goal inside the 10-yard line. They'll put them at the 8. And a chance early here in the second half for the Renegades to take control of this one. 3-all game. SCFA football, Week 8. Renegades come in with a 2-0 record in the National Northern Division. Hank Campbell with a hard count. Stack triple wide to the left. Set up the screen, that one low, bouncing off the turf. Pass intended for Marks. So Campbell rushing the pass a little bit. Result in second and goal from the 8. They go to that stacked receiver set on the left side. 3 to the left, early movement. This is going to back it up 5. Exactly what you want if you're Long Beach. See if we see the early movement. Well, you see Campbell trying to initiate the hard count. And it cost his team 5 yards. Second and goal will do that again, but this time from the 13-yard line. Robinson met with emphasis on the near side. And the first man there for the Vikings. Chamarlo Campbell, the freshman linebacker from Arizona. Coming up at the 10-minute mark in the third quarter. And this is a big third and goal situation. If the Renegades can score here of the 6-point variety, it'd be pretty deflating for this defense opening possession of the third quarter. Campbell with some time to his left. Pass is complete. And diving for the pylon, is he in or is he out of bounds at the 3? We're going to have a really good look at this on the field camera. Does Marks go out of bounds here? I don't know if he's out of bounds. He's in bounds. That's an awful call for Bakersfield. They rule him out of bounds at the 3. It was certainly close enough. And that's a great job by Angelo Solis, our camera operator on the field. Campbell and the offensive unit stays in. They're going to go for it. Huge opportunity for the Vikings to come away unscathed on this drive defensively. Campbell, hands off, no. He'll keep it himself. Here come the Vikings. Wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, Renegades. Jamal Thompson, the freshman wide receiver, on the reception. Well, disarray, a broken play, and the defense trying to get after Campbell. Campbell makes him pay. Touchdown, Renegades. We'll put 6 up on the board, pending an extra point. Nobody in the area defensively. There wasn't a black jersey within 14, 15 yards. Extra point is up and good. 10-3. Bakersfield on top of Long Beach. You're watching SCFA Football Week 8 edition, 9:41 to go. Vikings looking to respond when we come back. See the previous play to the touchdown. It certainly looked like Jihad Marks was in, but sometimes the ball doesn't lie. And Bakersfield able to punch it in. They take a 7-point lead after the extra point. Long Beach now takes over. The ball will be placed at the 27-yard line. Madonna and company going to go to work. 5 wide, they go empty backfield. Madonna looking to work on the near side. Pass is complete. And it looks like that's Ramil Brown. A lot of speed on the outside for the Vikings. Brown, Miller, seen Chanel Ridgely really go off times throughout the season. Single back set. Now they transition to the right side of Madonna. Madonna hands off. It's a solid run. Near first down yardage. He's going to be just a yard short. That was Jonathan Watson on the carry. And they are going to move the chain, so first and 10 now for the Vikings. And Madonna and the Vikings going to go tempo here. Try to establish a rhythm. 4 wide, 2 up and 2 down. Watson out of the backfield, no. Madonna over the middle of the field. Pass is caught at the 40. Was that Miller? No, that Ramil Brown. So Brown on the reception. And we'll a pretty good look of it on the field. That's just a terrific route. On the far side, we have a completion. We're in replay right now looking at the completion to Ramil Brown. That time Miller takes it up ahead. Pickup of 7 on the play. Miller forced out of bounds. After the gain of 7, it'll stop the clock. 8:02 remaining here. We'll get that change for you on the scoreboard. Madonna keeps it. Fires to the outside. Pass complete for the first down. Powers on the reception for the Vikings. And Madonna and the offense have really responded here after the touchdown from the Renegades on their opening offensive possession of the second half. Madonna in the shotgun. Watson to his right. Madonna keeps it himself. That's a terrific job by Madonna. He makes a correct read, and he gets it to his wide receiver, and it's inside the 5, catch and run. Ridgely on the play. You can catch the tail end of it there, but that was a terrific job by Madonna reading the defense on the RPO. And we'll have a timeout on the field. The Renegades on their heels. The Vikings knocking on the door, trailing by 7, 7:19 to go in the third quarter. You're watching SCFA Football Week 8 on SoCalCollegeSports.com. First and goal from the 3. Long Beach responding on this drive. Can they punch one in? Madonna, hands off. Touchdown! Jonathan Watson. And Watson takes slight contact, runs in. There we see the offense run off the field, and an incredible response out of halftime. The first offensive possession for the Vikings. They punch one in for 6. Kick is up, looks good, is good. We're tied up at 10-all, 7:15 to go. We got a ball game here from Veterans Memorial. Ten apiece. Long Beach City and Bakersfield. Near disaster for the Renegades, as that ball was bobbled momentarily by Daylon Leach, freshman from Bakersfield, local product for the Renegades, gets it out to the 28-yard line. Now the defense will have a chance to respond here for the Vikings. There we see Coach Peabody. And Campbell and company will look to respond. Renegades split back set 3 wide. Renegades sent a man in motion. That one bounced off the turf again. We see Campbell. We've seen that in consecutive drives, that pass where they try to get a man in motion, moving wide. Pass was intended for Lauren Johnson. Campbell just could not deliver the pass. Bakersfield going to change up the formation. The lone back is Amos. Geron to the right of Campbell. Man in motion, that's Leach. They put Leach into the slot. He'll get a screen pass, and that pass broken up. That was dangerously close to going or being a backwards pass. That's right down the line, but Leach unable to hold that one in. No matter, he would have been buried. And that's going to set up third down. 3rd and 10. And can the Vikings force a quick 3 and out and get the offense and Will Madonna back on the field? Because if they weren't in rhythm in the first half, they certainly were on that first possession offensively in the third. Campbell trying to induce a hard count. See if they can get a free 5. Campbell stepping up, rolling to his left. Going to get a block. He's going to get a first. He'll get to the marker. He needed the 37. He goes out exactly there. It's a first down. And a good read there by Campbell. Campbell, nothing doing. Gets a block. Able to pick up the first. And check that. They're going to only give him 9 on the play. So Campbell is short of the first down. It was close. And do they try to draw them off sides, or do they go with their power package here? 2 backs in the backfield, something to think about. Campbell, very animated, and they'll snap it. Amos, no. Pass incomplete. And he had a man. It was Jordan Norwood out of the backfield. And the Vikings are going to take over on downs. It's a well-designed play that the defense was fooled. But Norwood just could not haul that pass in. And now the Vikings, after marching down the field on their previous possession with an opportunity to take control of the football at the 37-yard line in Renegade territory. 6:48 remaining in the third quarter, and the Vikings with the ball. A disastrous turn of events for the Renegades. It looked like Campbell had picked up the first down on a scramble. Madonna picks up a block, weaves in and out. He's going to have to throw it away. No, he's just going to eat the football at the 40-yard line. And it's a tackle for loss. It's going to technically go down as a sack, I believe. -3 yards. So 2nd and 13 coming up. Like a broken play offensively for the Vikings. They'll say he lost 2, so 2nd and 12 at 39-yard line. Still in Renegade territory. Madonna. Watson to his right. No, it's Ridgely. Madonna looking down the middle of the field. Flag on the field. This looks like it's going to be in the area of a hold. Rashad Nelson was in pursuit. And this is going to back it up another 10 yards. Do they decline the penalty or will they back it up? No, they'll back it up. So it's going to make it 2nd and 23. We'll do 2nd down again, but considerably further away from the first down marker at the 49-yard line. Remember, this drive started after a turnover on downs at the 37 of the Renegades. It's now at the 49 of the Renegades, near midfield. 2nd and forever for the Vikings. That'd be great if the PA announcer just said 2nd and forever. Because that's what we have right here. They need the 27-yard line. Madonna, they send 5 wide, empty backfield. The Renegades pin their ears back. Madonna gets a man over the middle, and there's some contact there in the middle of the field. Pass intended, looked like for Ramil Brown. And Gerald Harris Irvin gets away with one there. Early contact before the ball got there. No flag. That's going to set up 3rd and a mile. 6:02. Clock stops on the incompletion. They'll keep Watson in as the lone back. Protect against the blitz. They'll send him out. Watson, a lot of green in front of him. And instead, they'll come to the near side. Pass is complete and still on his feet. This is Zachary Ruiz, and Ruiz takes it ahead. He's near the marker. And now you make it 4th and manageable all the way to the 29-yard line. That's a pickup of 20. They needed 22, and the offense will stay on the field. There's no way they bring on the punting unit, do they? Oh, no, they're going to try and kick this one. I'd be wary of a fake here. As it stands, Mario Della Torre will kick this one away. This one has plenty of leg. Off the bar! The Renegades come away unscathed. They gave it up at their own 37. They're going to get it back at their own 29. And the Vikings unable to capitalize on the turnover on downs. Campbell and company for the Renegades will get it back. 4:46 to go. And we have a clock issue maybe. They are trying to get the clock situated. Looks like it's a play clock malfunction on the field. We'll maybe get an indication from the white hat. Should be 5:25 remaining in the third. 5:05, excuse me. So we have everything all situated on the clock. Stacked wide receiver set on both sides. Norwood in the backfield for the Renegades. Handoff. And that's going nowhere. Was that Norwood or was that Robinson? It actually looked like Robinson, 22. And indeed, that was the case. Much doing there. In fact, it's a loss of 2 on the play. So a tackle for loss for the Vikings. Set up 2nd and 12. We got a battle. Knockdown, drag out here from Veterans Memorial. We'll call it a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 for the Renegades with a split back set. 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Campbell sends a man in motion. It's Marks. Campbell looking over the middle of the field. Has a man. Pass is complete. Pass midfield. Dominic D'Amato, the freshman wide receiver from Garces High School. And the chunk play will move the chains for the Renegades. That's a great job by Campbell hitting his receiver in stride. He can make a play, gain some yardage after it. 1st and 10 from near midfield. Robinson met by a gang of tacklers at the 41. Pickup of 4, 2nd and 6 coming up for the Renegades. We're marching down the field now in Viking territory. And might that run and catch by D'Amato spark the offense on this drive for Bakersfield. Remember the previous possession, it was 4 and out, turnover on downs deep in their own territory. Campbell, penetration in the backfield, and that play blown up. First man there, Jermarlo Campbell, the 6-foot freshman linebacker again. Third and 10 now for Bakersfield. And I have a feeling that Long Beach is starting to time up the snap count of Campbell, who had the Vikings on their heels earlier in earlier in the ball game with the hard count. Campbell now under duress. Here comes a gang of black. Campbell to the turf, and it's a sack for the Long Beach City College Viking defense. And that defensive front. Let's see who they give credit to on the sack. Call it a team sack, maybe. Campbell was in the area. Kick is away. Takes a friendly Renegade bounce inside the 5-yard line, all the way down to the 2, to the 1. It doesn't get any better than that. A 51-yard punt down to the 1-yard line. The Vikings need to be careful here as they take over. Deep, as deep as you can get in their own territory. Pin now on the 1. Obviously, you want to generate pressure, but what do you call it? Do you roll out Madonna? Try and get the edge, see if you can just pick up a couple of yards. Madonna, hands off. Watson maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like the far judge is going to give him a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9 after the carry. And Watson indeed the ball carrier. Gets a little cushion there for the Vikings, but not much. Set a man in motion. Madonna looking for some breathing room. He's going to reset the offense. Gets Watson to his right. Madonna going to keep it? No, he'll hand off up the middle. Another modest gain for the Vikings out to the 3-yard line, so it's going to set up 3rd and 8. And what an opportunity this is for the defense of the Renegades to really flip the field after the terrific punt down to the 1 by special teams for Bakersfield. Under a minute to go in the 3rd quarter. It's 3rd and 9. They're going to say he just got back, did Watson, to the line of scrimmage. They need the 12. They're at the 3. Madonna in the shotgun. And do you bring the heat if you're Bakersfield? No, they'll stand pat. Madonna gets to his right. Pass complete to the far side and a first down. Madonna finds his receiver and completes for a first right into your living room. And this will likely be the final play of the 3rd. If they snap it beforehand, they will. Madonna keeps it himself, and nobody home on this one over the top of the defense. We'll flip the field, literally. 10 all. 2nd and 10 when we come back. Hold everything here. I think there was a difference on the play clock and the game clock. It says 000 on the game clock, and let's hold everything. They're going to back this up 5. This is going to be 1st and 15. Madonna did not get the playoff. They're going to elect to now let the quarter run out. But it'll be 1st and 15 when we come back after the penalty. And Coach Peabody not happy about the call. And there's some confusion out there. We'll get some things sorted out. We have an indication yet that we'll have the offense have to come back out. Can't end the quarter on a penalty, I don't believe. So, yeah, we're going to go 1st and 15, I think with 1 second remaining on the game clock. 000, I guess. So an untimed down. Madonna completes on the near side. Ramil Brown on the reception. And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. 14-yard gain on the play, so 3rd and 2 or 2nd and 2 when we come back. We're watching SCFA Football Week 8 edition. You're on SoCalCollegeSports.com. So 2nd and 2 after a 13-yard gain. Madonna to Brown. Trips to the right. Ridgely single covered on the top. Does have safety help. And This is going to be a 2-yard gain and a first down for the Vikings. Watson on the carry. Quintuple header here on SoCalCollegeSports.com. 2 early games today. Palomar falling to Cerritos at home in a 1 o'clock game, the 2 p.m. game. Santa Barbara dispatching AVC. They improved to 7-1 heading into Week 9. And the defensive unit up front for Bakersfield on that one, they get after it. No gain on the play for Watson. Other games going on right now on SoCalCollegeSports.com. Allen Hancock at Ventura. Last we checked, Ventura with the lead. And COC looking to unseat ELAC from the ranks of the unbeaten. Nearly picked off over the middle of the field. A pass intended. Well, Miller the intended target, but man, Luke Wattenberger had a beat on it, and that could have been 6 going the other way. As it stands, it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 10 for the Vikings after the incompletion. Long Beach struggling on 3rd down, 2 of 9 in the ball game, but see what they can muster up here. Madonna rolling to his right. And he'll have a chance here to get to the marker. Oh, late hit. Where's the flag? And there it is. Multiple flags. Madonna battered out of bounds. And that is just a poor decision by the defense. You got to do a better job of controlling your emotions. Christopher Thompson going to be flagged for 15 yards. So Madonna would not have had the first. It would have been 4th down. But Thompson, well, it's about as selfish a play as you can get. Gives up 15 yards and a new set of downs for the Vikings at the 45-yard line. It'll extend the drive in a tie ball game. We're in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10. Ridgely in motion. Jet sweep? No. He'll keep it himself. He'll keep it, and he's unable to do anything with it. It's a loss of 5 on the play as Ridgely falls to the turf. Madonna off the mark on the pass. Ridgely really couldn't do much with it. So the Vikings will go to work again, this time from their own 40-yard line. 2nd and 15. Madonna with the hard count, trying to get a beat on what the defense is going to give them. The defense able to hold back and not cross the line of scrimmage. Here comes the play from the sideline, and timeout. Coach Peabody did not like the look. 12:49 to go. It's 10-all. Veterans Memorial Week 8. SCFA football. We'll be back in a moment here on SoCal College Sports. Second and 15 after the Long Beach timeout. Donna switches Watson to his right instead of the left. Going down the field, this one's going to be incomplete. A touch just not there from Madonna. It's really not in sync on the outside. been much better up the seam, has Madonna. And it's interesting, too, because he has a lot of room on the outside with the speedy receivers, and Ridgely in particular, and Miller. He's been unable to tap into that speed. He's going to have to do that right now. 3rd and 15. Madonna under duress. He set up the screen. This one going nowhere. Defense sniffs that one out. And the defense will get off the field for the Renegades, and Campbell will get it back for the offense. Incompletion will stop the clock. 12:39 to go. That's an eternity in this one. Thompson with a chance at redemption. Thompson was whistled for the late hit on Madonna, and he is off to the races. At the 50-yard line, cuts it back, and he'll be taken down at midfield. So Thompson able to utilize his speed. The kick nearly blocked. Long Beach does get it away. Terrific return. The 50-yard line. The Renegades in business. You go back to a previous possession for Long Beach City. They had a chance to take the lead. They doinked a field goal. Empty backfield. Campbell going to sling it out of the gate. Campbell over the middle of the field. Pass is complete. This is going to chalk up 6. Renegades take the lead in the 4th. Jihad Marks turns on the Jets over the middle of the field. And Marks in for 6. Renegades take the lead. He's gone. Extra point pending, but it's 16-10 right now. Let's look at that one more time. Campbell hits his receiver on the money. Extra point up and good. Bakersfield up by a touchdown, 12:15 to go. And the Gades looking to improve to 3-0 in the National Northern Division. Let's see if Long Beach City can respond when we come back. Seventeen to 10. The Gades take the lead. Marks from Campbell. 50 yards out. Seen a lot of long plays here today. Jason Doss for Cerritos had 3 touchdowns at Palomar. The longest one went for 90. And there we see a 50-yard hookup. Campbell to Marks. And you see the speed in the open field for Jihad Marks. Sophomore wide receiver, also from Arizona. Madonna keeps it over the middle of the field. He hits a man in stride. And he has a man. Here's Miller. Miller to the house from 74. Uh-oh. Flag on the field, and I think we're going to get taunting. Watch at the end of this play. Kyle Miller is going to hold the ball out for the defender. So hold everything here. He gives a little finger wag to the defensive back. Man. It's 1st and 10, and man, that's you talk about another selfish play. Now, is the touchdown good, or did they? Okay, we have an unsportsmanlike. Let's get an official ruling here. So, indeed, Long Beach is going to have it at their own 20-yard line. This should be a tie ball game. Man, if Long Beach goes on to lose this game, Kyle Miller going to be kicking himself. Might get some help in that department as well. 11:54 to go, under 12. Madonna keeps it. Have to go to the sideline. Pushed out of bounds. In pursuit, it was Jalen Copru. Well, you go back to Christopher Thompson with the late hit on Madonna on 3rd down. And it would have been 4th down because Madonna was not at the marker. It extended the drive. That did not cost the Renegades any points. This time, Miller extends the ball out and taunts the defensive back in pursuit and gets whistled for unsportsmanlike. And it costs his team a touchdown and a chance to tie up the ball game in the 4th quarter. Watson dropped in the backfield, loss of yardage on the play, and now a 3rd and 11 situation for the Vikings. My goodness. I'll tell you what, film session not going to be a fun time this week for Long Beach City. And in particular, for Mr. Miller. It's Kyle. That one in on the deck. The snap not there. And that one back to the 30-yard line. Coach Peabody just can't believe it. And does that take the Vikings out of field goal range? They're going to try and kick this one away. Fourth and 20. 47-yard field goal. Delatorre is going to be short. Contact with the kicker and Delatorre. No flag on the play. Vikings come away empty. Thompson is hot. There was some extracurricular on the bottom of the pile. We have an injured player on the turf for Long Beach. And the defense, after giving up a huge play, the Renegades bailed out by the unsportsmanlike penalty on Kyle Miller. Man, what a turn of events here. We're going to go back to the play here. Big completion. What a play. First off, just an incredible effort by Miller. But then the finger wag costs his team a chance to tie this one up. He gets flagged for it. Now the Renegades with possession. Vikings come away empty. on a possession where they had 6 on the board, and it was wiped away. You just have to be better than that. And the defense has to respond. Second and 8 after a 2-yard gain for the Renegades. At their own 32. Campbell looking for a free 5, not going to get it. Here comes the pursuit, and he'll have this should be intentional. There's nobody within the vicinity of the ball, and the ball does not get back to the line of scrimmage. This should be intentional grounding. And is Campbell going to get away with one here? Do we have the replay? I want to know if there's a receiver in the area, is my question. There's nobody there. It's a terrible no call for the referees. Because that's clearly intentional grounding. It'd be great if we had Rich Colin in the Mike Pereira role. Uh-oh. Norwood breaks it to the secondary. Chunk play and a rush down to the 45-yard line. Make it the 44 in Viking territory on 3rd and 8. Picks up 20+. The Renegades going to move the chains and have a chance to add to a 7-point lead. Make this a 2-possession ball game on this drive. And more importantly, chew up some more clock. Coming up on the 9-minute mark in the 4th quarter. And you see a dejected sideline for the Vikings. Timeout for the Renegades. I want to talk things over. Take a break ourselves. 8:56 to go. The Renegades up by a touchdown, looking for more when we come back. .56 remaining in this one. Renegades in the driver's seat and with the ball, pistol formation. Campbell has it at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10. Campbell hands off, little trickery. Campbell going down the field. The defense is there. That's not a catchable ball. This will not be defensive pass interference. This is a great job by the defense here. Let's watch. Everybody stays home. And the receiver and the defensive back, step for step. 2nd and 10. So out of the timeout, Bakersfield goes a little trickery, throwing off the defense for the Vikings. Doesn't work. Incomplete pass, stops the clock. 8:48 to go. Split backs. Campbell loses the football, and he'll have to eat it at the 48-yard line, back in Bakersfield territory. And that'll set up 3rd and Bellflower. Well, watch out for Jihad Marks. 4 wide, single back, it's Norwood. Marks at the bottom of your screen. Campbell looking for a read. Going to switch Norwood to his right. Campbell, handoff, Norwood. And he'll be stuffed at the 46. Pickup of 6 on the play. More importantly, it'll get the defense off the field for the Vikings. It's 4th and 12. Certainly not a spot where you would expect a fake. On 4th and 12, Ridgely back to receive. Kick is away. Ridgely fakes at it. Oh, it takes a beautiful bounce. And again, the kicking game on point for the Renegades. Tristan Skinner again puts it on the money. And with 7:22 to go, the Vikings have to go 95 yards to tie things up. Merge there. Well, if anything, it's been exciting. And right now, it's a case of what could have been for Long Beach City. Watson out of the backfield, runs over a defender for the Renegades. And it's a great run on first down, 8-yard pickup on the play by Watson. Watch the run here by Watson. Watson picks up a head of steam and absolutely trucks a defender. Watson's going to pick up a first down. Pick up a 4. Very next play. Didn't look as good as that one, though. Let's set up a new set of downs here for the Vikings coming up the 6.5-minute mark in the 4th. Watson on the carry. He plows forward to the 25-yard line. Another solid run, another 8-yard run on first down, 2nd and 2. And you maybe think about taking a shot right here. Stacked wide receiver set. Both sides. Madonna's going to keep it. Pass is complete to the far side. That looked like Brown. Brown is out of bounds. We'll have a pretty good look of it here. Was he in? Nope. That's a great call. Back to live action, 3rd and 2. Watson up the middle. And he's going to be tackled short. Only a gain of 1 on the play. He needed 2. Here comes a decision for Coach Peabody. 4th and 1. 5:41 to go. And the punting unit going to come on here. Or is it the jumbo package? Thompson back to receive the kick. Well, if you go for the fake here, you're playing with fire. Don't see that happening. And some movement on the offensive line for Long Beach City is going to back it up another 5 yards. Well, it was a discussion. Was he drawn for the false start by the outsides? But that is not going to be the case. Early movement backs it up another 5. And Long Beach continues to take a shotgun to their feet. They'll back it up to the 21-yard line. Punting unit, no doubt, will kick this one away at the 5:05 mark in the 4th. Beautiful kick. Thompson going to have to fair catch at the 41. The Renegades will take over with a chance to ice this ball game on offense. They can stay on the field for the duration. They will improve to 3-0 in conference play in 2022. That's some scores from around the SCFA. Campbell in the short shotgun, 1st and 10 from the 40. Norwood, solid gain on 1st down. He'll pick up 8. Golden West a winner today on the road at San Bernardino Valley. They improved to 3-0 in conference, 46-18. Victor Valley over Grossmart, 31-16. In the third, Moore Park on top of LA Valley, 33-8. Pasadena City on top of Compton, 35-14. Santa Ana all over Orange Coast, 31-0. Saddleback up big over Southwestern, 33-6. Allen Hancock has taken the lead in the fourth, 24-23 at Ventura. You can watch that game on our other channel, SoCalCollegeSports.com. Go to our website, search our channel, SoCal College Sports 1 on YouTube. Let's see if the Pirates can muster up a comeback late in that one. Fullerton on top of San Diego Mesa. They're late in the fourth, 2-possession ball game. Fullerton up by double digits, 17-10. And Canyons clinging to a 6-point lead, 27-21. Third and 3. Norwood. He's going to be stuffed short. Pickup of 1 on the play will set up 4th and 2. There's no hesitation to bring the punting unit out, and why not? Tristan Skinner has had one of the best performances by a punter this season in the SCFA. Had a punt that pinned the Vikings at their own 1 earlier in this ballgame. And now you rely on your defense to not give up the big play. Under 3 minutes to go. Early movement. This will back it up 5. So the Renegades take a page out of the book of the Vikings, shoot themselves in the foot. Back it up 4th and 6. See the movement here. Yep. Ridgely back to receive. Skinner gets it away. This one's going to be much shorter. Ridgely going to have to fair catch it at the 25. And Long Beach City will be in the 2-minute drill. 2 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. 2 timeouts remain. Trailing by 7. And again, what could have been? Kyle Miller was walking into the end zone and gave the defensive back in pursuit little finger wag right in front of the referee, which to an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that wiped the touchdown off of the board. And the Vikings eventually come away empty on that drive. Ridgely incomplete. It was a hot potato off the hand of Madonna. Ridgely unable to corral it. 2nd and 10. Right now, this is 4th down territory. There will be no punting here for the Vikings. I can assure you of that. They go 4 wide, 2nd and 10. Vikings going to go tempo here. Not allow the defense to sub out. Madonna. Watson to his left. You got 4 wide. Hasn't been a pretty one, but it's been a fun one. Madonna with some time. Has Watson out of the backfield. Watson looking for the sideline. Gets out of bounds. Preserves some of the clock. He's out at the 29. They'll say the 28. Only a pickup of 3 on the play. Going to set up 3rd and 7. And again, 4 down territory here for the Vikings. Trips to the right. Madonna has a man on the far side. Pass is complete. This looks to be short of the first. It's a reception. And let's see where the receiver caught the football. Now, it looked like initially that Miller had it. With the ball, let's go back here. We're going to run it back. Yeah, it looks like Forward Progress should have this ball at the 35. You see the ball right there on the 35, which was the line of gain. It should be 4th and 1. The scoreboard's off. Madonna to the outside, completes to Brown. Brown will extend this drive on the completion. Well, Rasheed Wallace would surely be proud. Ball don't lie. Brown picks up the first from Madonna. It extends the gain for the Vikings. 1st and 10 at their own 38. And here we go. Down the stretch we come. Renegades up by 7. And the Vikings looking to put 7 on the board. Pass complete up the seam over the middle of the field. Square in from Ridgely. Complete. Ridgely in the slot. They go tempo. Bakersfield, do they get everybody off the field? Madonna buys some time, throws it away. Outside of the tackle box. That was some danger time for Bakersfield. Nearly caught with too many men on the field. They were able to run off, trying to sub out. 2nd and 10. Again, this is 4-down territory. 1:20 to go. Renegades up by 7. You have 2 downs to pick up 10 here to extend this drive if you're Long Beach. Madonna with Watson to his left. Ridgely in the slot. Ruiz at the bottom. Miller at the top. Brown also in the slot. Madonna with plenty of time has a man. This is Ridgely. Ridgely pass is complete. Has a line of gain, and he'll get no more. He's up to the 40. No, they'll say the 30 or the 41. That's a terrible spot. That is an awful spot for the Vikings. Going to set up 3rd and 1. You got to get the first down. Madonna, rush it. Watson up the middle. Ball comes out. He retains possession, still on his feet. Jonathan Watson with a big run. Look at the effort here after first contact by Jonathan Watson. Stays on his feet, has it swiped away, but able to recover. And he's out at the 10-yard line. Out of bounds, stops the clock, 47 seconds to go. Vikings knocking on the door. 1st and 10 from the 12. The referees reset the play clock. That's going to allow for the defense to breathe a little bit. 4 wide, Watson in the backfield. Madonna, not much doing there, has a man. This is Ridgely, complete. He can't get out of bounds, and the Vikings are going to have to burn a timeout here. That's their second one of the second half. 37 seconds to go. Pass was complete to Ridgely for a modest gain. Do they give him the line of scrimmage? It'll be 2nd and 8 when we come back from the 11. Do not go anywhere, folks. They back it up 1, so 2nd and 9 now. 37 seconds to go. The Vikings can get a first down if they get it to the 2. Madonna looking over the middle of the field. Pass complete to Brown. Brown stays on his feet. He's inside the 5. Does he fall forward to the 3? So they needed the 3 to get a first down. Clock continues to run. Madonna and company going to go tempo. 3rd and 1. Madonna keeps it. Looking for the end zone. He had a man. He had Ridgely wide open, and he missed him. And now it's 4th and 1. 14 seconds to go. This is the ball game. Brown uncovered in the slot. Do they hand off to Watson and go up the gut? Ridgely in motion. Early movement. This should be a free 5. Madonna over the middle of the field. Pass is caught for a touchdown. Romeo Brown with 8 seconds remaining. Flag on the field. Going to be encroachment. Going to go against the Renegades. And with 8 seconds left, the Vikings with an opportunity to tie this one up and force extra time. We have it. That was the play previous. Well, this is a play of significance. Move. I got it. Move. I got it. Let's go back to the touchdown here, see if we can cue that up. We'll get it figured out. 17-16, an extra point yet to come. What a play here from Will Madonna. Back to the touchdown. Brown boxes out. That's a basketball move if I've ever seen one on a football field. And able to haul in the catch for the score. But now they need to make the extra point. Eight seconds to go. This one to tie it up. Kick is up. Splits the uprights. We're knotted up at 17 apiece here late in the 4th. And this one has overtime written all over it. What a game. Romeo Brown from 3 yards, or from 4 yards out rather, on 4th and 1. I will say this. Brett Peabody is relentless. And his team has its head coach's traits to a T. We see it. They threw out what could have been and said, this is what's going to be. 8 seconds remaining. Thompson from the 5. Thompson on his feet. He's got a lot of room on the far side. Thompson still on his feet at midfield. Thompson out inside the 40. Nearly broke it, but that will do it for regulation. Thompson pads his stats in the return game, and we head to overtime here from Veterans Memorial.
Santa Ana is tails. This time you choose offense.
We have sound from the field.
Once we go to that side, we stay there for the whole overtime. If we're tied in the second overtime, we must go for 2. If we have a third overtime, it's only 2-point tries, and we rotate teams. Understood? What is your call? It's called tails. And it is heads. Always heads. Pick what you're going to do. So you want to go on defense, right? So you get to pick what side of the field you want to go. Okay, you want to be on this side of the field? Okay, so turn around this way. Come over here to the left. I told you. Long Beach has won the toss and elected to play defense on this side of the field. The first overtime will start on the 25-yard line. All right, let's go.
And here we go. An extra frame here from Veterans Memorial in Week 8 of the SCFA. Bakersfield and Long Beach City, 17-all. Well, we had triple overtime a week ago between Mount Sac and RCC in an instant classic. Got another one here. And this is a game that Long Beach should have won. It should be done in regulation. They doinked a field goal. Kyle Miller taunts as he's walking into the end zone. I mean, that is Deshaun Jackson-esque. It's about as bad as a fumble before you get into the goal line. Maybe not as bad, but pretty on par. So Bakersfield will get it first from the 25-yard line in Long Beach territory. Campbell looking for another free 5. Has Marks out of the backfield. Marks, a lot of room, gets a block, has the edge, first down. Out at the 10, 15-yard gain on the play, Jihad Marks. That means we don't have it. Clock is turned off, not the play clock. It's first and goal from the 10 for the Renegades. Can the Viking defense respond here? Marks again in motion for Bakersfield. Campbell gives off. Norwood has himself a modest gain down to the 7-yard line. Second and goal from the 7. Such a beautiful day for football in Southern California. A great backdrop earlier today in Escondido High School. Chuck Embry Field. But Cerritos dispatching the home team, Palomar. The 1 p.m. game earlier today. Bakersfield trying to do that as well. On the road, looking for a 3-0 start. The National Northern Division. Campbell going to be gobbled up at the 16-yard line. First man there, Austin Bressler. That sets up third down and goal from the 16. Well, Marks had got it to the 10. Renegades had it first and goal from the 10. They've been backed up. And Campbell going to have to pull a rabbit out of a hat here. In the shotgun, under duress yet again. Campbell going down! Late flag on the play. Is this a hold, or did somebody get a hold of a face mask? No, it's going to be a hold. Penalty decline. It's fourth down. And the kicking unit will come on. Skinner will have a shot from 41 yards out. Huge response by the defense of the Vikings. Can they come away unscathed? That kick is short. No. Wide left. And the Vikings are on the precipice of dispatching the Renegades from the ranks of the unbeaten in the National Northern Division. In the SCFA, they need 3 points. As they now take over possession, still tied up at 17-all. They just need a score. There we see the Vikings talking things over, have everything planned out. Will Madonna will go to work. They'll start off with 5 wide. Surprised by this. The defensive line is tired. Watson had a lot of success on the ground. They send Watson in motion. Now they put him in the backfield. Watson will get the carry up the gut. Cuts it to his right. He's headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings! Ball game at Veterans Memorial. Your final, 23-17. Keep it there. Wow. Austin, did you get it? We'll run replay in just a little bit. Jonathan Watson, the man of the hour. And we'll have a pretty good look at it here at field level. Look at the run here by Jonathan Watson. Would not be denied, and he takes it in for the winning score here in the first overtime. Long Beach City dispatches Bakersfield, and they hold serve at home here in Veterans Memorial. Emotions high on the field, no doubt. Bakersfield stunned. Had the lead with 8 seconds to go. Ramil Brown from 4 yards out connects from Will Madonna. Extra point up and good, 17-all. We head into overtime. Long Beach wins the toss, elects to take the defensive side of the football. Bakersfield comes away with no points. And then Jonathan Watson seals the door and rumbles in. We'll see it one last time here as Watson rumbles forward, gets a block from Ridgely. And that is all she wrote. 23-17, your final. What a game. We'll get the score situated here. It's 23-17, a final. Long Beach with the win. Apologies. I'll tell you what, Kyle Miller owes Jonathan Watson dinner. He gets flagged for the unsportsmanlike. Coach Peabody letting his team know that film session will not be a fun one on Monday. But right now, the Vikings will celebrate a National Northern Division win. Again, your final, Long Beach 23, Bakersfield 17. Week 8 in the books. See you next week. Triple header on SoCalCollegeSports.com. We'll see you then. Mike Zepeda signing off from Veterans Memorial. Take care, everyone.